Now, have you studied about parallelogram law of forces? Okay, is the PPT visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at this second problem. See what it is given is the resultant of two concurrent forces is 1500 Newton, and the angle between the two forces is 90 degree. The resultant makes an angle 36 degree with the one of the forces. Find the magnitude of each force. So how to find this in this problem? You need to find out the what is given here. Resultant is given. Okay, resultant of the force is given. In the previous problem, what we did, we found out the resultant. So the forces were given, and we found out the resultant. So in this problem, what we have to calculate is the resultant is given, and you need to calculate the two forces. Okay. So are you able to catch this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us sketch the force system. See, the force will be something like this. Okay. And it's the two forces are written in black color, and the resultant is written in the red color. So the angle between this resultant and this one is 36 degree. So you can write here also 36 degree, no problem. So accordingly you will get the answer. Okay, let us call this as force, the resultant F. Okay, so this force will call it as Fx because it is the x component, and here we'll call it as a y component. See, again you read the problem. The resultant of two concurrent forces is 1500 degree, and the angle between the two forces is 90 degree. This is very important. Okay, so is it the angle between Fx and Fy is 90 degree?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so only two or three people are answering. Why others are sleeping? Huh? Others, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, simply for the sake of attendance, don't come. Okay, you have to understand. Now, see, F value is given. F value is given as how much? 1500 Newton. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, how to
Yes,
find
sir.
the how to find we have to find the values of the Fx and Fy. Is it correct?
Sir.
Okay. See, now you make a right angle triangle from this force F. So, what is the horizontal component of this, if this f value is known, then what will be according to the trigonometry? Can you find the value of fx? So what is fx? This is adjacent side or opposite side?
Adjacent.
So this will be opposite. So now if I want to write, find out the value of adjacent, which one I have to use, cos theta or sin theta?
Cos theta.
Okay. That means fx is equal to f cos theta. Is it correct? Because you take this, in this triangle, cos 36 degree is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Okay. So cos 36 degree is equal to, what is adjacent? Adjacent will be fx. Okay. And the hypotenuse is f. Say you are don't confuse with the length. Okay, don't confuse with this length. This length is only up to this much only. Okay, only up to this much. This is f y. This is fx. Now are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, what about fy? Say this is fy and this side is also, is it equal to fy?
Yes.
So now what you can write is sin theta. What is sin theta?
Opposite by hypotenuse.
Very good. So it will nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. Okay. So now what is opposite side? Opposite side is nothing but,
Fy.
very good. So hypotenuse,
F.
very good. So opposite side is fy and hypotenuse is f. So fy is equal to f sin 36. Okay, here I'm writing fy is equal to f sin 36 degree. Okay, so what is f value?
1500.
1500 cos 36. What is the value? Can you find out using calculator?
Sir, root 5 plus 1 by 4.
No, man. You calculate what is the value. So
Sir,
full value.
0.809. 0.809.
No, no. What I'm asking is, you in your calculator put 1500 cos 36. You will get some answer. What is that answer I want?
So 1213.52.
1 to 13.52.
52.
Okay. So all of others are getting or not?
Yes, sir. We're getting the same.
Very good. 1213.52 Newton. Okay. So similarly, can you find the Fy value 1500? Instead of cos, you use the sin value. Sin 36. What is the value?
So 881.678.
881 point.
678.
Okay, 68 I can write. Only write up to two digits. Okay, don't write more than 2 digits. So now you have found what they have asked is find the magnitude of each force. So we have found out the magnitude of each force. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
See, this is how you can use the parallelogram law of forces or the method of resolution. Okay, so those things you can use. Now, in the second case, when more than two forces are acting at a point, okay, so we will take up this second topic. So see, with this topic will slightly will discuss after we will cover one more topic. Okay. See, next topic we will cover this one moment of a force. So, what is? Have you heard about the moment? What is moment? Have you ever heard about the moment?
Yes, sir.
So, what is moment?
So,
Path,
product of
sir.
force at the perpendicular distance.
Ah, very good. So, moment of a force is nothing but, so if you have a body, say you have some body something like this, okay, then some kind of force is acting on that body. Okay, some kind of force is acting on that body. Then, if I want to take a moment, okay, if I want to, if I want to take a force is acting on a body. Okay, this is a force. Okay, this is a force F. Then, if I want to, if at all I want to find the moment of that force, see, moment it refers to a force. Okay, so you cannot just write moment. Okay, so moment of a force is nothing but its force into perpendicular distance of which the point is taken. So moment of force is calculated for a point. Okay, so just a minute. So if you have a force something like this, and I have a point, okay, so this point I will call it as O. See, now what is the moment of a force? Moment of a force about the point O. If they ask, then you have to see the what is the distance, what is the perpendicular distance between the point O, between the point O and the line of action of the force. Line of action of the force and the point O, what is the perpendicular distance? That is, sorry, that is R. Okay, so moment of a force is nothing but the magnitude of the force. moment is indicated by m. It is the magnitude of the force into the perpendicular distance from the point where moment is taken about and the line of action of force. Okay, so did you understand this? See, you will have some body. Okay, you have some body. See, I am applying applying force something like this force. Okay, one force is applied. Okay, so I want to find out what is the moment. See, whenever you call it as moment, moment means it should be moment of a force about a point. It should be about a point. Should be there. So in order to take the moment, a force must be there and a point must be there. See, without that, you cannot take a moment. So now force is here, a point is here, O is here. So now what you have to do, if at all I want to take a moment about this force, about this point, I need to extend this line of action of the force and extend this point and find the perpendicular distance between the force and the point. So what is the let us say r. R is the perpendicular distance between the point where the moment is taken. Point where the moment is taken is O. Okay. So the distance between the point O, perpendicular distance between the point O and the F is R. So moment is nothing but force into perpendicular distance from the line of action of the force to the point from where moment is taken. So F into R. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so if I if I want to take, there are since it is moment is nothing but uh, um, it is a force into perpendicular distance. What will be the unit? What will be the unit of the moment
Newton
of
meter.
uh,
Newton meter.
so force will be having unit Newton and radius will be having meter. So total moment will be having unit of Newton meter. Okay. Then see, this force is there. Okay, this force and the point is there. So whether it is making with respect to the point clockwise or anti-clockwise, if you rotate this force, okay, see, if you rotate this force about this point, see, you think that you're taking a compass with this center, and this is the radius. So if you are rotating, so what is this direction? Whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise?
It's
Clockwise.
clockwise. Done.
Clockwise. Okay. So this will be called as clockwise moment. Clockwise moment. Okay. Similarly, if the force is something like this, and the load is acting, force is acting something like this, and the point is O is here. So whether this will make a clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
So take, you see, you simply use this method. So take a compass with this as center and this as radius. You rotate in this direction along the direction of the force. If you rotate, whether it will make a anti-clockwise or clockwise, you check. So it will be anti-clockwise direction. So this is very important. So one is moment is nothing but moment of a force is force into perpendicular distance and there are two directions it is possible. One is clockwise direction and anti-clockwise. So clockwise moments are taken as negative values, okay, and anti-clockwise will be taken as positive values. Okay, is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us I will show you very simple numerical. Okay, so this is one point is there. There is a beam will be there. Okay, so I am applying one load here. Okay, and this will be 100 Newton, and this distance is 0.5 meter. So now, if I ask what is the moment of the force 100 Newton with respect to the point O, can you calculate? What is the moment? See, always write like this. Moment means m. Okay, with respect about the point O means you write the subscript as O. Okay, so moment about the point O is equal to what is the formula?
F into R.
Force
Into
into perpendicular distance, F into R. So what is the force here?
100 Newton,
100 Newton. What is the perpendicular distance?
0.5 meter,
0.5. So totally it will be 50
50.
Newton meter. So it is whether it is positive or negative.
Negative.
Positive.
It is negative because it is clockwise. See, clockwise always will take as negative in engineering practice. It is not necessary that you can take clockwise as positive also, but you have to use consistently the same everywhere. Wherever you are doing calculation, you have to use consistently the same unit. So supposing this is about the point O. See, if one more force is present, if one more force is present in the acting in the upward direction, so 200 Newton force is present acting at a distance of 0.2 meter. So now what will be the resultant moment? Resultant moment. Resultant. See, the word resultant will come only when there are more than one force is there. Then only resultant will come. Correct or not? Yes or no?
Minus 10 Newton meter.
See, I will show you. See, moment of all forces about 0.1 is equal to, now if more than one force is there, you have to take F1 R1 plus F2 R2 like that. Okay. Is it clear? See, how many number of, if n number of forces are there, F3 R3 plus so on like that, you have to use Fn Rn. See, that means n number of forces are there. If n number of forces are there, you have to use like this. But we have only, how many forces we have? How many forces you have? See, this is one force. This is second force. Correct or not? Are you able to hear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So two forces are there. Only you stop up to this one. Okay. F1 R1, F2 R2. So now you take first force. We'll start from rightmost point. This is first force and this is second force. Okay. So first force is F1 is 100. We'll take, what is the perpendicular distance from this point to this point?
0.5 meter.
Very good. 0.5. Okay. So here, since clockwise is negative, you use negative minus here itself. Okay, this is making clockwise, so you use minus here only. Then what about the second force? Is it making clockwise or counterclockwise?
Anti-clockwise, sir.
Anti-clockwise.
Very good, anti-clockwise. So that will be positive. So plus 200 into what is the value? The distance, perpendicular distance is 0.2. So here you have what is that? If you calculate first one, it will be minus 100 into 0.5 means minus 50. Correct?
Yes, sir.
200 into 0.2 means it is 40.
40.
So total effective will be minus 10 Newton meter. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
So these are all very simple problems. Okay. So say similar problems will come in the exam. So I will show one more problem so that that similar type of problems maximum can come in the exam. So you look at this problem. See how many forces are there in this problem?
4 forces are there.
Very good. So now what you have to do is, see the distance is given. See, sorry for the some spelling mistake is there. Okay. So 4 forces of magnitude 20 Newton, 40 Newton, 60 Newton, and 80 Newton. 20 Newton, 40, 60, and 80 Newton are respectively along the 4 sides of the square as shown in the figure. Okay. So determine the resultant moment about the point A. So you have to determine the resultant moment about this point where the side of the square is given. What is that side of the square? What is the side of the square?
2 meters.
2 meter. Now this is also, since it is a square, this is also 2 meter, and this will also be 2 meter, and this will also be 2 meter. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we will do is, what we need to do here, what do we want from this problem? What is the result that we want from this problem is, we have to determine the resultant moment of all forces about the point A. So if I want to take the resultant moment about the point A, I have to take. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is the formula that I told just now? If there are more than one force is there, means what you will do?
We should sum up the forces.
F1 R1 plus F2 R2.
Very good, very good. That is F1 R1. If more than one force is there, means we have to take F1 into R1 plus F2 into R2. So many, so on. We have to take. So now there are. You need to find the resultant moment. Resultant moment about point O. We have to take is MO is equal to, sorry, not O. What is that? What is that point? About point A. A we are taking. So it will be MA is equal to. So what you have to take? F1 R1, F2 R2, F3 R3, F4 R4. We have to take. See here, instead of that, the point is A is there, point B is there, point C is there, point D is there. Shall I take FA into RA?
Yes, sir.
So next force, what is the next force?
FB into RB.
FB into RB, I will call this, plus FC into RC plus FD into RD. Okay. See, now first one we'll discuss, that is MA. Sorry, what is FA value? FA means force.
80 Newton.
Very good. Force at point A. So that is 80 Newton. So MA is equal to force at point A, 80, into what is the perpendicular distance of the force FA about
Zero.
the point A? Correct. Just you told is
Zero.
correct. Very good. Because there is no distance between this force. Is there any distance between this force and the point A?
No, sir.
No, there is no distance. Again, there are only two persons are answering the question. Others are you understanding or not? You tell me. Am I going fast?
Can you repeat, sir?
Do you want me to repeat?
Yes, sir.
See, when moment is nothing but what? What is moment? Moment is nothing but it is the force into perpendicular distance about the point where the moment is taken. Okay, that is M is equal to F into R. Okay, this you understood?
Yes, sir.
Then anti-clockwise means whether you will take clockwise means whether you take negative or positive.
Negative.
Negative.
So clockwise means you will take negative. This you have to remember. Okay, clockwise negative, anti-clockwise positive. This you have to remember. So two things you have to remember. Then if there are n number of forces are there, so if n number of forces are there, see one force is something like this, one force something like this. So like this, there are 1,000 number of forces are there. Okay, this is F1, this is F2, this is F3, this is F4. Okay, if you are taking moment about this point where this distance are R4 and this distance is R3, so this distance is R2 and this distance is R1. Then first what we write is M moment about the point O is equal to first force. What is the first force?
F1.
F1 into perpendicular distance
R1.
R1. So now we'll write like this F1 R1. Okay, if we'll check whether it is acting clockwise or counterclockwise. If it is clockwise, is it clockwise?
Yes, sir.
Then you take negative. Okay, next force. You go for next force. What is next force? Tell me.
F2.
F2 is the force into what is the distance? Perpendicular distance.
R2.
See, you have to always measure the perpendicular distance from the point of load to the point O. Okay, if it is force 1 from here to here, you have to measure. Okay, F3 means here to here you have to measure. F4 means here to here you have to measure. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now F2 into R2 we are taking. Okay. Now if since it is it clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Sir, anti-clockwise.
Very good. So anti-clockwise means positive. Is it correct? Next force. What is the next force?
F3.
F3 is there. So F3 into what is the distance, perpendicular distance from this point to this point?
R3.
R3. Whether it is making clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. Negative. Correct? Similarly, about the last force is F4. So whether it is making clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
So plus force is F4 into what is the perpendicular distance? R4. Like this you have to take. See this sign depends on the which direction the force is acting. Okay, this you cannot tell in every problem it will come in minus plus like that. It depends on the problem. Okay, so now you approach the uh, previous problem. See, now if you look at here, so with respect to A1, A point, what the second force is making, what is the perpendicular distance of second force? See, second force also will be 0, no? Is it any distance? See, now you are, I will tell you. See, look at only see, look at only on this one. Okay, are you able to see this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, now carefully observe. See, is there any distance between this force and this point? Perpendicular
Okay.
distance, I'm asking.
No, sir.
No, because both are merging. See, line of action of this force is coinciding with the point A. So there is no perpendicular distance between this point and this force. So this force is 0. So moment will be 0. See, sorry, force is 80 Newton into distance is 0. So the moment from the force is 0. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, this force is there, second force. See, if you extend this second force, so is there any distance between this and this perpendicular distance? Because again, line of action is merging with this point. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this force, if you extend, it will not merge with point A. This force you extend both the sides. This force you extend both the sides, it will not merge with the point A. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But these 2 points are merging. See, if you extend this force, it is merging with the point A. So this, if you extend this force, it is merging. There you have to take the perpendicular distance as 0. That means these two forces will not cause any moment. Okay. Then the remaining force, 40 Newton is there. What is the perpendicular distance from here to here? You have to take. This distance is 2 meter. Correct? Huh?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
So
Yes,
2
sir.
meter will be acting in the clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. So that's why it is positive only. So positive 40 into 2 you have to take. So next one, what is the next force? 60 Newton. So what is the distance between here to here? It is again a square. It is 2 meter. So now it is going in which direction? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Again it is anti-clockwise. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
See, you think like you are having a compass with this as center and this as radius. If you rotate in this direction, in which direction it will go? Like that, you can understand. Or if you are having you can think like you are having a steering. Okay, steering with this as center. If you rotate in along this direction, well, in which direction it is going? Which direction? Anti-clockwise or clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
So anti-clockwise means it is positive. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
So force F into R, force is 60 Newton into distance is 2. So total will be how much?
920, sir.
200.
See, 40
200.
into 2, how much? 40 into 2, 80. 60 into 2, 120. So 80 plus 120, what is the value?
200.
200. So 200, what is the unit?
Newton meter.
Meter.
Newton meter. Okay. So like this, you have to solve. Okay. So like this, you can write finally you have to write like this: moment of resultant moment of all forces. Okay. Resultant moment of all forces about the point A is equal to 200 Newton meter. Okay, plus 200 Newton meter. So if you write like this, you'll get full marks. Now, is it clear? See, one question will come like this only. I'm telling. Okay, you understood, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, afternoon, which class you're having?
No, library, sir.
Library, na? At what time you have library?
After
Full.
lunch.
After lunch,
Yeah.
full library, na? So shall I take a
Yes.
class?
Okay, sir.
You tell me at what time you tell me, I will take that time only. See, now you have class up to what 12:30, na? 12:30,
Yes.
12:40 you have. So you relax up to 2 o'clock. Okay. I will take it from 2 to 3 or 45 minutes maximum. I will take. Okay, na?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Uh,
sir.
so we'll have some simple problems like this only. We'll solve. Okay. See, our subject is very simple, but the only thing is you make mistakes in plus, minus, and units like that. You will make mistakes. That's all. Subject is very simple. Concepts are very simple, but there are possibilities that you make mistake like that only. So otherwise, everything is fine only. Because since we have not completed the syllabus, that's why I am taking the additional class. Otherwise, I will not take additional class. Okay, na?
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
afternoon, then we'll meet at 2 o'clock. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then I will take the attendance. You give me a minute. See, last class, whatever I have covered, I have downloaded that video. So I will upload in YouTube. So if you get any doubts, you can see that video. Now whatever I have covered, this will also I will upload in on YouTube. I will share the link. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
So if you are facing any problem related to CAD, are you facing any problem?
Sir.
CAD, are you facing any problem?
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.
Have you installed the software and all?
No, sir.
Are doing in only in sheets? You are doing
Sheet, sir.
sheets only. Okay. Are you facing any difficulty in any other subjects? You can inform to me. So I will discuss with the faculty, and I will not tell you any of your name. I will just tell that students are not understanding like that. I will tell if at all you are not understanding. Okay, you have to inform. Otherwise, what happens? No, at the end of time, if you inform, there is no time will be there to change. Okay, now only you have to inform. If anybody is doing fast, or anybody is doing slow like that, then you tell me. Okay, or you can just better in this forum only. If you tell, it is very good. Individually, if you send mails and all, then it will be problem for the now only you can send anything. Okay, any maths, are you facing any problem? See, maths
no.
in that PPT, is there like this they are writing, or just PPT they are showing?
Writing, sir.
Writing, there is no problem then. And what kind of all are difficult problem is solving, or it's okay? Are you understanding?
Understanding.
Okay. Notes they are providing, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, notes, if they don't provide, then you ask in this type of class only, sir, please provide notes. They will provide. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you ask after 1 week, there will be so much portion will be already covered. Okay. So if you ask daily PPT, they will provide. Some of the faculty already provided, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, since 1 week is left, you prepare for the class, for the internals properly. Okay. I will let you know what is this thing, what is the portion and all. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
Tell me.
excuse me, sir. Sir, can you please tell Jagdishwaran sir to upload the recorded classes?
Recorded classes, if he has recorded, then otherwise you have to inform during the class. See, now I am recording, no?
Sir,
Like that, you tell him
yes.
to record.
Sir, he has recorded, but he shared PPT.
Okay, so I will
But
inform.
if
I'll
recorded
inform.
class, yes, sir. Today CAD class is not there, sir. So
Okay, so if I find the video, then I will upload in YouTube. Otherwise, I will tell him to do that.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, you answer the attendance. Akhil.
Present, sir.
Abhishek. Aditya Chaurasia.
Present, sir.
Aditya S. Sukunar. Amog.
Present, sir.
Aryan Sinha. Chandana.
Present, sir.
Chetan.
Yes, sir.
Fozan.
Sir, Aryan present.
Girish.
Friend, sir.
Sir,
Uh,
sir, Aryan present. I wasn't able to unmute myself.
okay, Aryan Sinha present.
Sir, Abhishek present, sir.
See, you have to tell. See, if you are doing like this, I will think that you are not aware, and somebody or some of your friend has informed you to attendance, give the attendance. That one only I will understand. Okay, so you have to understand. You have to tell the attendance at the right time whenever I ask. Otherwise, your awareness is not there like that. Girish.
Friend, sir.
Baswangauda.
Present, sir.
Komleshwar.
Present, sir.
Lavanya. M. Santosh.
Present, sir.
Manohar. Manoj Kumar.
Present, sir.
Yusuf.
Present, sir.
Kaushik. See, those who are answered the attendance can leave, no problem. Kaushik. Pooja.
Present, sir.
Puneet. See, those who are absent for more than 2 classes, I will send your names to your mentors. Okay. Jaisurya.
Present, sir.
Rohan.
Present, sir.
Saad Ahmad.
Present, sir.
Sai Gagan.
Present, sir.
Satyan Gowda.
Present, sir.
Okay, next. Sharan Reddy,
Present, sir.
Shashank Yadav,
Present, sir.
Shritam,
Present, sir.
Sudeep, Varalakshmi,
Present, sir.
Harsha,
Present, sir.
Ganesh.
Present, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can join the other class. I will start the class at 2 o'clock. Okay. Can you join?